guys, Sean here. Welcome to Prayer Lights. This channel is all about Christian tips to help the faith-filled millennial mother raise her tribe, and Miss Finley is joining us today. We'll see how long she lasts. She has not been wanting me to put her down. But today's video is on Lenten to-go bags. So if you are interested in what a Lenten to-go bag is, then keep watching. Lenten or Lent to-go bags, similar to the Advent to-go bags, and I have a video on that, so I will post that in the description box down below. But Lent is for the season of Lent, and it's just objects that you can put in a bag to help your family observe Lent. And I'm going to show you the different things to put in your Lent to-go bag. All right, you guys, I am baby free. My husband came home and took the baby. So I'm gonna try and film this a second time. So what you are going to need is some kind of a bag to put all of your stuff in for your Lent to-go bag. And you can either just use plain white bags or those brown paper craft bags. I really like those too. I will post a link in the description box below of where you can purchase all the stuff that I am going to show you, as well as don't forget to head over to, there'll be a link to my website for a free download for the instructions, as well as like a cover page to go on your bag if you are a church and you'll be using this for your church. All right, so you are going to need a rock and a Sharpie, and you are going to write on your rock what it is that a habit that you would like to change. So for example, nail biting. Nail biting is common in children, and that might be a habit that you want to change that's kind of a bad habit. So you'll write nail biting on your stone, and then your stone will remind you to make that change. And this stone also reminds you of when Jesus was tempted to turn a rock into bread and resisted that temptation. All right, so the second thing in your bag will be a pipe cleaner. And what you will do with a pipe cleaner is just create some sort of stick figure. Let's see if I can do that here. I suggest putting 2 pipe cleaners in, that'll make it a little easier. So you can just kind of make a head and some arms. All right. So here is my little stick figure. So the pipe cleaner is to remind you of Jesus, that Jesus is a human as well and was subject to temptations just like we all are, and had things that he struggled with just like we struggle with as people. And so this would be a great little activity to teach your child that Jesus is human, not just God. All right, the next thing you will need is a tea light candle. It could be battery operated or an actual candle that you will need fire to light, depending on the age of your child. But this is to remind you that Jesus is the light of the world, and that we may begin Lent with Ash Wednesday in the dark, but we end Lent in the light of Christ through Easter. The fourth thing that you will need in your bag is a piece of burlap cloth or some kind of scratchy material to remind you of the forgiveness of Christ. So in the Old Testament, people put on what is called sackcloths when they were mourning or they were upset about something. And so we want to remember that even when we mess up, that Jesus is there to forgive us. So you can either keep this in your pocket, or as the kids take the piece of cloth out of the bag and they hold it, talk about how Jesus forgives us of bad things or things that we regret. The fifth thing that you will need for your Lent to-go bag is a paper plate. And this is just what I had at the house. I would recommend one that does not have cutesy decorations on it, but you can have one that does. But the paper plate is to remind your child of Jesus's Last Supper with his friends, the disciples. He knew that he was going to be dying on the cross, but they did not know. So you'll have your child draw a cross in the center of their paper plate to remind them that Jesus ate food and had a meal with his friends before he died on the cross. Along with this, I would suggest getting a children's Bible, and I will post a link in the description box down below of my favorite children's Bibles that you might be interested in. Look at the Last Supper story and the story of Jesus' death to help your child process that information, and a children's storybook will do a really good job of that. Thanks so much for watching today's video on Lenten to-go bags and how to put them together. Don't forget to look down the description box for an information on the free downloads. I'm also going to post a link to another website that is not associated with me that has some additional suggestions on things that you can put in a Lent to-go bag. If you are new, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel by hitting that red subscribe button down below, and don't forget to ring the little bell so that you get notified when I post new videos, which is every week. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. I already did that, and I made it into a cool person with the baby in my lap, so I'm gonna have to put that part in. This is gonna be difficult. The fourth thing that you will need in your bag is a piece of burlap. Oh, Jesus of the Last Supper, did she spit up? I have no clue when you spit up, baby.